Good evening, folks. It is Thursday night, so when I release this, it'll be Friday morning. Tonight, I've got the Florida Man because I am Florida Man, Miami. I talked about these before. I haven't had one yet, but I bought a box, so I'll show you the box. It's the box I was talking about. That's pretty cool. Smells pretty good on the nose. Smells like a cigar, but it's kind of like a sweet taste, the sweet smell. I'm not sure what I can think of it, but I know the smell. I can't think of what it reminds me of. But there we go. Cutter lighter combo is still going strong from Amazon. $20. Cuts just as good as my Calibri, but like I said, we'll see how long it lasts. But so far, so good. Still haven't added any fuel. I got my spare out here in case I run out tonight because I keep waiting because it puts out a pretty impressive flame. So, but hope y'all had a good week. Mine was a little stressful and get you thinking, what am I doing? But I'll hang in there. Money's good, insurance is good. That's the big bugaboo for people is the damn insurance. As you can see, it's windy as heck tonight for some reason. So, Florida Man, Miami. Um, it came in this awesome box. If you're live in Florida, my wife took this box. She must have liked it because I saw she had it displayed on the bar over there today. It's like prominently kind of set in the center. She said, "I got to think of something to put in it." But pretty cool looking box though. Gotta love the color. If you're a Florida person, I'm a Florida native, so I like it. Without even trying any, I bought the box just for the box. But like I said, I've had the other Florida Man offerings, and they're all pretty good. I've enjoyed them. So this is the Florida Man Miami. It's a small batch that says about 20,000 sticks were made. I got these off Cigar Page. They sell all the Florida Man offerings. I haven't looked recently. I don't know if they're sold out or if they're popular or not, but I had to have it. Cigarpage.com. It's made in the El Titan Blanche factory. Butcher in Spanish as usual, but that's my Florida Man Spanish. Habano sun grown wrapper, binder filler Nicaraguan. So far, pretty good. Little woody taste to me. Little vanilla, I'd say. We'll see what happens. It just lit it up. So far, so good though. It's got a little Habano spice. It's funny because I always think of a Habano kind of like a rye whiskey, a little bit of spice. Not really a proof on a whiskey, but a rye. If you've had them or whatever, I like rye whiskeys, and believe it or not, the wife likes rye whiskeys. A lot of people don't, but she does for some reason. She's not a big whiskey drinker, but she likes a rye. That's kind of what this reminds me of. A little bit of whiskey, a little bit of rye whiskey. But I look up the wrapper and the binder and such, and a little bit about them, but I try not to look up the taste because it plants that in your mind. I try to smoke it and then look at it, and then hopefully, if I have another one, I'll smoke it again. I go, okay, I see that. But so far, it's a little woody. Um, Not bad though. They weren't that much. I can't remember what I paid for this box, but they're very reason. All the Florida Man cigars are pretty reasonably priced, and You gotta love the name and the wrapper. Of course, that I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got that marlin on it and that red wrapper. For some reason you wouldn't think it would. It kind of goes. I like it, but we'll see. I'm smoking it tonight with this Peerless. I've talked about this before. As you can see, it's almost empty. The Peerless Small Batch Bourbon is pretty good. I'm not going to go over it all again, but it's to me, it kind of goes good with this cigar because it's a little bit spicy. It's not a rye or anything, but kind of has a little bit of spice to it, baking spice maybe. I don't know. A little bit of cinnamon, and it's kind of changed as the longer I've left it open. I think I've talked about that a lot on here. Um, Oftentimes, a fresh crack, not really my favorite, but you let it sit a little while, go back to it, and it opens up. I always thought that was kind of bullshit, but I gotta say, I'm finding it's true, especially doing these reviews because I try to pull things out new for you guys, and so I'm getting to stuff that I haven't drank in a while, and probably because I didn't care for it, and I'm finding I kind of do now. So either my palate changed or it's gotten better. I don't know, man. I got to It was hot as heck today. I had to drive to my Gainesville office, and man, I got in the car this afternoon. It was 101 when I was leaving, coming back home. And right now, well, here's some thunder. That's why it's breezy. It's probably fixing to rain. It's about 9:15 on a Thursday night. The temperature gauge looks like it's between 90 and 100, but it feels pretty good out here. I don't know, maybe the breeze, but I don't know. It's a nice night. But I saw something today, and with the week I had, and it's not over yet, so we'll see what tomorrow holds. I'm going back to Gainesville tomorrow, but the week I had, I gotta say, I kind of it kind of struck with me. Somebody posted something that said, "Smoking a cigar in the evening, a man takes back an hour from a life that's trying to take everything from him." And because of the week I've had, it kind of hit home. You know, Nothing terrible. Nothing earth shattering. I mean, thank God. I'm not facing things other people have, but it wasn't fun. I had to do some things I didn't want to do and issue some things I didn't want to issue to people, and um, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's part of the job, but I don't like it. And it kind of steal when you got to do things like that when you're kind of done. It kind of steals something from your inside. Um, you're also frustrated because I won't go into that anyway. It's not good. Um, but you sit out here like last night. I didn't make a video. I sat out here and just smoked a cigar, drank a little bourbon, and I was kind of wound up because that was a kind of day ended with a stressful conversation, and it kind of I don't like to bring it home and tell my wife about it and talk about all that stuff because it ain't none of her problem or business, or it ain't for her to deal with. It's for me. And so we do talk about things, but I try to not put things on her. She got enough shit going on. But it was nice. I put her to bed, and then I came out here and just smoked me a cigar and just enjoyed it. And then I saw that little post today somebody posted, and it hit home because it kind of last night it kind of evened things out, and I was actually able to sleep pretty good. I know what they say about drinking in the evening, but last night something about getting that little hour back from a day that sucked the life out of you. It hit home. Today wasn't much better. I'm gonna go back down to Gainesville tomorrow again. Tomorrow should be a good day. I don't have anything on the agenda, but you never know, never know what life holds. But anyway, so far this thing is actually better. You know, as usual, you get into it a little bit, and got a little more taste. It's trying to think of what it is. It's kind of a woody taste, but I know that probably sounds bad, but it's not. It's I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe a little pine. You know, in Florida we have a ton of pine trees. Do a lot of hunting in the winter, in the fall and stuff in the winter. Um, I've done a lot of camping, and you know you get to these campgrounds, and if you've been to Florida, you know it's especially North Florida where I live. You got live oaks and you got them slash pines, them ugly ass pines, the real tall, thin ones. Um, Native to the area, they've got these longleaf pines that are beautiful trees, but um, the state parks are trying to reestablish them. But the those slash pines are ones that they seem to make the two by fours and wood out of. They grow fast, and they're okay, I guess. But they just have a they're very piney. Like I know that sounds weird, but that's what kind of what this tastes like to me. You know, it's weird. See this hat? It's got that. So some guy, you see the strap on the back is black and like a white or tan. Actually, is kind of what that is. You probably can't tell on here. Saw a guy on was watching a YouTube channel about I think it was about Gen X or retirement or some shit like that. And he's a British guy. He's over there in England, and he had his hat on backwards, right? So he had it like this. He was talking. He was doing his video, and I saw the strap, and I go, "Well, damn that looks like my hat," because I always thought it was weird that they did that. And dang, if the guy when he was good at editing and he had some cuts of him walking, and he was walking away, and it had the Jeep thing on it. Now he never talked about Jeeps. I don't know who this guy was. I've never watched any of his other videos. It popped up in my feed. I was kind of watching because of the week about insurance and retirement and something about I don't know what his topic was even, but I watched his little video and I like to help people out. I watch the whole damn thing and like it and all that, even if you know just trying to help people out because it's tough. You know, I don't know if you noticed this week the YouTube raised the requirements for monetization. I'll never get that. I mean, I might, but I don't ever see that happening. I just enjoy posting these videos and interacting with some of you guys. But I like to help people out. You know, if I watch a video, I'll go ahead and stick with it and like it just to help them out. But and comment if I can if it's something I'm interested in because all that stuff seems to help them. But anyway, he had the same hat in England, which was kind of weird. I guess you saw that lightning. I don't know. I guess that's what that was. But he had the same hat. It was kind of weird. There he goes. There's the thunder. Welcome to Florida, guys. If you're from here, you're used to that. If you're not, then this is normal here. Um, Late night thunderstorms. Um, so we'll see. Anyway, this thing had to touch it up, but that's just me being anal. Actually, pretty good. Not bad. A little burn on there. Little bit of a tight draw. Not bad. Just a hair. Nothing that would make me not buy another one. Of course, I got a box of them, but not bad. I've had these about maybe a week or two, resting in the humidor. Um, But so far, I like it. It's changed. It's mellowed. That Habano spice in the beginning has kind of mellowed out a little bit. I don't know. It's a little bit of vanilla now, seems to me. A lot of that spice and that stuff is gone now completely. And the wood, same with the wood. It's not nearly as woody as it was, but just kind of vanilla in a good way. Um, but I like it. We'll see. I got a box of them, so I'll enjoy going through them. It's funny. Cigars sometimes get better as they age too. It's you let them sit a little bit, and you go back to them, and something about it changes. I don't know enough about it, but there's something to that. A lot of people do a retrohale. I can do it. I don't like it. To me, I like getting some smoke in there and chewing it a little bit, and I get more out of it that way than a retrohale. But that's just me. To each their own. I don't care. Just like a rocks glass versus a Glencairn. I have some Glencairns. Sometimes when the wife and I are doing some tastings and trying different things, I'll let her try different things. We'll drink out of those Glencairns. I got the wood, the barrel stave with the little spots for them. But I just usually drink out of a rocks glass. Yeah. Again, cinnamon and spice on that bourbon. This barrel. It's got a kind of a cool bottle. It looks like a bourbon barrel. It's got the rivets looking. I don't know if you can tell. Peerless. It's not cheap. This stuff. Um, I don't know if I would buy another one of these. I like it, but it was a little pricey if I remember correctly, and I don't know. I'm just trying to finish up a lot of that. I got a ton of bourbon in there, guys. I wish I had some people around that enjoyed it with me. But anyway, I'm going to finish this cigar. Um, I'll probably smoke another one sometime and let you know how it went. But so far, so good. I don't want to make this video too long. Um, Florida cigarpage.com, if they still have them, I would recommend you. I don't know if you need to buy a whole box because you may or may not like it, but they have singles and 5 packs, and or they did. So give it a try. See what you think. Let me know in the comments. Um, Let me know what you think about the other Florida man. I hear it's starting to rain, so I better wrap this up. But hey, you guys have a good night. Stay safe. It's Thursday night, so this will probably come out Friday morning. Have a good weekend. I'll try to post something this weekend. We'll see what happens. But thank you for everybody who's following me. I appreciate it. And everybody who interacts, I appreciate that. And I read every comment. And thank you. You guys have a good evening. Stay safe. And we'll see you next time.